Good morning, I'm Faye Thompson. This morning we're going to do a chicken noodle soup. So first of all, we got to get our noodles on. We have to add a little salt to this, water, we already have it boiling. We have some wide noodles they're Amish. I don't know exactly where I bought them, but I thought they'd be good in chicken noodle soup. Every once in a while we probably need to stir them up a little bit. Okay, we need to start our timer. Time me for 12 minutes.
Sure, 12 minutes, and we're starting now.
We've got to melt 2 tablespoons of butter. We're saving some of this butter for our sauce later. We'll let this butter melt and then we start putting our vegetables in here. We have to cook them about 5 minutes. And we're not going to use high heat on this. It's about, I'd say, medium, high, maybe. If that's a little too much, we'll just turn it down some more. This is taking a little time because the pan is thick. It's a cast iron enamel covered. And I love these pots, so they're just really heavy though. Since I've gotten older, you know, that's a little problem for me. Okay, we're going to start out. We're going to put 1 medium onion that I've cut up. We're going to put 3 medium carrots. I chopped all this stuff up so it wouldn't take up so much time. And then we're going to use 3 stalks of celery. I already have those cut up for you. We just do a little salt to taste, and now we're going to do a little pepper. Just sprinkle a little bit in there. And we have to cook this for about 5 minutes, kind of until the vegetables get tender. That heat may be a little bit high. I'm going to turn that down a little bit, I believe. We're going to add 2 cloves of garlic, already minced up. And we cook this for about 1 minute. You know, you can't cook garlic as long as you can saute an onion. So that's the reason a lot of times they'll cook the onion first and add the garlic later. Time to add our chicken broth. You can use either a stock or a broth here. This is 32 ounces, 4 cups. Now, we're going to add 1 bay leaf. And we're going to add some thyme. Now this calls for fresh thyme. I didn't have any, and they didn't have any at the market. So I'm going to put dried thyme, and you put a little less than you do if it's fresh in there. I kind of guessed at that. We have to cook this for 10 minutes. We're just going to stir it occasionally. We don't have to stir it all the time. Ooh, I like those wide noodles. I think they're pretty. Okay, now we have cooked this. We're going to remove the bay leaf. And then we're going to add our noodles to that. Ooh, that's pretty. I like the looks of that. We're going to cook this for about 5 minutes, and we're going to stir it every once in a while. We want to be sure those noodles are down in that broth. So we're going to put a timer on that. We're going to turn this pot off and let it sit there while we do the white sauce. This recipe has 6 tablespoons of butter, and we use 2 tablespoons in this mixture over here, and we saved 4 tablespoons to do the white sauce, and that's what this is. So we'll get that melted, and then we'll add flour and all the basic stuff that makes the white sauce. We've got 2 tablespoons of flour that's going in that to make the white sauce. We're just going to cook that until it's kind of medium brown. Just making a gravy is about all it is. I'm going to go ahead and put a little salt and pepper in that. We're just doing it to taste. Now, we're getting a light brown. I don't want that to get too brown. It looks like that's about right. Start pouring our milk in. We got 2 1/4 cups of milk. We'll put that back on the heat. And all we're going to do is thicken that up. And we'll pretty much be ready to mix it all together. We'll mix our chicken and our sauce in with these noodles we already have mixed up over here. And then we're going to add cream to that too. When you're making gravy a lot of times like I do and don't guess at everything, you have to be careful not get too much flour because it'll get too thick. My grandson came home from California about 2 weeks ago, and some of his favorite food is hot biscuits with sorghum molasses. So we fed him some. I went over and cooked the hot biscuits, and I carried some molasses that my son and his wife had bought. They're called Ozark sorghum molasses. He sure did enjoy them. And the other thing that I cooked him later in the day, he likes, his favorite food is chicken and dumplings and buttermilk pie. So I went over and fixed all his favorite foods. He was happy over it. Yeah, I think our gravy is thick enough now. We're going to add our cream to this. 1/3 cup of heavy cream. We got 5 cups of chicken. Now this chicken is rotisserie chicken. I had it in the freezer. I cut it up and saved it. I think I told you several times I will buy rotisserie chickens and I'll eat some of the dark meat off of it because that's what I like, and then I'll put the other in the freezer and use it for things like this. And it works out great. We're putting 3 tablespoons of chopped up fresh parsley. Now we're going to mix all of this into our noodles. Now that is our chicken noodle soup. Now our chicken noodle soup is finished. It looks really good. I taste of it too. It really tastes good. And I hope you try this, and I hope you enjoy it as much as we do. And thank you for watching.